If you hear a noise, it's my 3D printer printing a little statue. So the Radtel RT860 has arrived. Owner's manual, just like the RT4D had. Charging block, cable. Charging cup also takes a USB-C. What's this? The belt clip. The antenna. Wrist strap, and the radio comes with the battery already installed. So let's get out of this package and see if it holds a charge, or I gotta charge it for a while before we can do anything with it. Okay, looks like mine comes with a fully charged battery. And yeah, so anyways, got other things to do, but we'll come back to this video review in a little while. Okay, so I got it upstairs on my desk. Gonna put the belt clip on. Remember the belt clip on the RT4D was all cheap plastic? Well, the RT80 has a little bit of metal on there. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's get it out of the package and let's get it installed. Come on, focus. There we got that installed. It was kind of like you had to squeeze it between your hand and your fingers, get it angled in there and slide it in, because if you tried to push it in, the metal tip just wanted to go up in the belt clip and not do anything. So now let's figure out, get the cord out of the way, the hand strap I'll put on. Basic key to find. Let's shut off the light. See if we can figure out where the
FM
radio? No, that's FM radio.
Time man. Key definition.
It's a basic set. It would be in here. Version. Okay, so we got version 1.04. 2.15.25. Let me check the firmware on my computer I downloaded to upgrade it, the tool, and let's see if we need to upgrade this or not. Okay, so if we look here on the screen, the upgrade tool, which is going to upload the firmware right in, it's version 1.04, 2.15.25. We have the same thing. 1.04, 2.15.25. So no need to update the firmware. Came with the latest, greatest firmware. Okay, let's upload my radio file I created for it. This is the most stupidest thing I've seen. Can you see that on that? There's a little tab. That tab has to go under, this goes in, and that locks down in. So if you're not using a speaker mic, it keeps the nice port nice and secure. But there's no way to keep this so this thing can spin. I'm sitting here trying to, with my little screwdriver that I bent, trying to lift this corner, thinking, what the hell they do? Glue it in place? No. It's got the little tab. It goes down into the frame and screws into place. So when you put the programming cable in, yeah, you got to pull that off of there. You know, I didn't read the manual. But what the most stupidest design. I like a port cover that I can just move out of the way and push back over. I don't know. You know, such a dumbfounded idea. I'm just lost for words right now. Okay, look through the first few pages of the manual. See if they tell you anything like that. They show you what's under there, but they don't tell you that you need to remove the screw and pull the whole cover off. Yeah. Again. What the hell are they thinking? So I've been waiting 3 weeks for my RT860 to arrive. So I've had the software downloaded, installed. Got it pretty much configured. I don't have any of the number keys programmed, but I do have my function keys and side keys on the side program. And I do have some channels into it. And it's railroad, fire, police, ambulance, and then inter-squad radios for the military up around Camp Johnson here in Vermont. So now we're just going to program, select our port, COM 8, yes. We're going to write to the radio. Let me move the radio so when I move the camera we can look at it. Right. And is it starting? Yes, it's starting. This is PC programming, and let's see what we get. We got it completed, and it rebooted, and there we go. Okay, since we write the file to the radio, put the little dust cover back on, but you know, if I don't snug that down, I could see that screw getting lost, that cover getting lost. Again, I don't get it. Let's see. So our first transmission, AA1PR testing. How do we go between VFOs?
Zone mode. Frequency channel mode.
Okay, so this asterisk key, the star key, shifts us between VFOs.
Zone mode.
Zone mode.
Frequency mode. Channel mode. Zone mode. 2, 3.
Okay.
2, 1.
How do we get back? Okay. What the heck did I do? Trying to get out of that mode. I started entering stuff in. We shut off, turn it back on, and see what happens. Fallouts fails.
Zone mode. 1.
Well, son of a gun. Let me look at my sheet and see what button I have set for zones. Okay, I'm going to have to set this similar to my RT4D. It looks like, according to my programming software. Well, this went in the spectrum analyzer. Okay, that's not the... Okay, so this must... See, I thought that's 1. This is 2, and according to the thing, FS1, FS2, long press zone. No, long press is going into spectrum mode. Okay, so there we go. Long press the bottom button. So disregard the numbers on the side, 1, 2. So when you look at the side keys, this is 1, this is 2. Hopefully you can see that. Let me shut the light off. Okay, so we're back here in zone mode. Come on, focus. Got some 10 meter and 6 meter frequencies in here. Let's push the circle button, I think. Okay, which one do I have for scanning? I don't have one set up for scanning. Oh yeah, I do. Number 3.
Scanning on.
Okay, I can see from here on out it's going to be like a little bit of a learning curve like the Radtel RT860. I need to set the keys, so unfortunately I can't pull up both softwares at the same time to see what's going on. It only lets you run one software. I don't know what's going on with the cheap Chinese programs, but I like to program the keys similar. That way it's the same thing if I went from one radio to the other. So I'll be right back. Got a lot of white noise in here. I'm only on like a 28-inch SMA antenna. You can see right there.
very much. You're 45, you're 50, you're all over the place, and now you're 54. So you see, we've got you everywhere there, and it's always fun, you know, to have you on. And we like your humor, the sense of humor. And,
Definitely not my Icon Mark 20.
Have an afternoon with so much fun you're doing up there. Yeah, man, I wish I was 54. We'll see that tomorrow.
Look at the BFO.
Thank you very much.
You can only go 1 kc with the frequency, but then you hit your asterisk key and go over to the BFO, and then you adjust that up to 0.380, and that seems to work best for polling in a lower sideband. So will it be plus or negative 3.8 when you're on the other sideband? I don't know. Don't know if the camera picks up that click. There's a nice audible detent click at that. Feels really good. The radio feels really good in the hand. It's an aluminum frame. Feels beefy. I wouldn't want to drop this on my toe. Okay, Mike, so on the top of the radio, this one here, that's your VHF UHF one. That's SMA female. Here's the little whip that I have on there. It's collapsed about 8 inches, but it pulls out to about 28. And then here's my 2-meter 440, or 2-meter repeaters. If we take the 7 button down in the programming software, this would be function key 1. The second one would be 2. The red one on the top would be 3. So I have long press 2, I believe it is. It says radio starting. And this is going to go into HF mode. Now if I push the asterisk button, see it at the bottom, it says step. And it goes AM. We're at 3.3. Now we're at 4, half a kc, 1 kc, 1.2 kcs, 2.2. Go back to the asterisk button. It's going to go to LNA. This is the BFO we were talking about. It should read RIT, but for some reason they have it labeled BFO. Now on my button, can't remember if this is going to do this or not. I'll push and hold that. Anyways, there was a way earlier I was pushing and holding the up and down keys, and it was going to different bands. But anyways, let's push and hold the pound key. It's going to go to reset radio. There we are on the AM broadcast. Push and hold that again. It says reset radio. We're in long wave. We're in our AM FM. Let's see if I can get, I don't know where that radio station is out of, but 107.5. Never heard of that one before. That's off of Killington, about 6 miles away. So if we push and hold the pound key again, we're now in shortwave mode. I want to get that button up to the top. There we go. See where it says AM off of there? Push that. Oh, okay, we're going up and down channels. Now if I hit the pound, I think it is. Nope, anyways, I gotta remember this. There's a hell of a learning curve. Okay, once you got it in there, if you want to change modes, this is how it works. I had to remember this. Push the pound key when the arrows are on the frequency, and you can cycle through the modes. Radtel RT860. Got it go to 30 megahertz, if you can see that. And we push the next button up. It starts down at 2 megahertz. Push that backwards, goes to 30. So you got from 2 megahertz to 30 megahertz AM. I take it back. Lower sideband, upper sideband, CW, receive. I think you can also do AM, so No FM, though.